gonna mute you all. Remember, for Shavasana, if you rather closing your window at the end of the class and leaving the class and do your own Shavasana, feel free to do so. Otherwise, start onto your back, sole of the feet together, knees wide apart. If ever that feels too much on your hip flexor right now, today, bring your knees together and feet wide apart. And I'm muting you all. Really good. Now place a hand onto your stomach, a hand onto your heart. And take some deep breath from the belly all the way up to the chest. Feel your breath coming from your lower belly all the way up to the chest. I even like to use my hand as reference. How much can I breathe into my hands? How much can I make my hands move with my breath? Now take a big inhale in through the nose. Exhale, empty through the mouth. And seal your lips if that's okay for you, and breathe in and out through the nose. Try to make your inhale and your exhale the same length. Imagine that with every inhale, there's some length and some energy coming in. And with the exhale, there's some grounding, rooting happening. You're heavy with every exhale. And then in your own time, bring your knee to your chest and hug your knee towards you. Rock side to side onto your sacrum. Let the sacrum be heavy onto the floor. Let the shoulders too be heavy. Yeah. And then start rocking back and forth. Forward and back. Beautiful. Till you make your way to a seated position. Now place your hand in front of you and make your way into a tabletop position for your cat-cow. Really good. With your inhale, press your chest forward, and with your exhale, push the floor away. Inhale, chest forward, and exhale, push the floor away. Now link your breath to your movement. Add any movement that might feel nice into your body today. You can roll side to side, roll your torso. Maybe roll the head. Maybe sway the hips. And then press back to a child pose. Bring your knees wide apart. Sit bone onto the heels and reach your arm as long as possible. Take a big inhale in, reach your arm long, 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 and with your exhale, walk your fingertips all the way to the right. You can place the left hand on top of the right hand. Create a little bit more intensity, a little bit more opening onto your side. Let the right sit bone be heavy. And then with your next inhale, walk your hand towards the center. Elongate your waist and use your exhale to walk your hands all the way to the opposite direction, left side. You can place the hand on top of each other and send some deep breath to your side. Now come back, hands to the center. Fingers spread apart onto your mat. Tuck all of your toe right under your heels and make your way back to your downward facing dog. Pedal your feet, sway your hips side to side. Good. Keep pressing your hands onto the floor. Lengthen your waist. Thigh bone reaching up and back. Really good. Yeah, those look good. Let your head be relaxed. I know you want to watch the screen, but forget about it. Just listen. Be in your body. Feel your breath. Bring your toes touching. Toes together. Bring your right leg high to sky. Bend your right knee and stack your right hips on top of the left hips. Think about the nice yawn for the hips. Good. Press equally into your hand. Feel your side body nicely open. And then bring your right toe back next to the left toe. Bring the left leg high to sky. Bend the knee. Stack the left hips on top of the right. Make it feel good. Send breath to your side. And then bring your left toe down right next to the right toe. With your inhale, ripple forward into a plank pose. Good. Yeah, stay there. Push the floor away. Engage your navel in and up through your spine. Keep pushing the floor away with every exhale. Push the floor away with your back toe. Think about sending your hamstring to the sky without shifting your hips up. Deep breath in. Exhale, stay. Inhale. Exhale, knee to the floor. Let your hips be heavy, like you're on a half push-up. And lower down halfway to a chaturanga. Good. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, halfway to a chaturanga. And with your inhale, press up. Exhale, halfway. Stay for 1, 2, 3. Lower all the way down. Untuck your toe. With your inhale, find a baby cobra. Bring your elbow back in space. Shoulder blades onto your back. And with your exhale, press back to a downward facing dog. Bring your heels high to sky. And slowly tiptoe your way to the top of your mat. When you get to the top of your mat, bring your feet wide as your mat. Your torso is long, your arms are heavy, and slowly roll your spine up one vertebra at a time. When you get to the top of your mat, reorganize your feet, hips wide apart, which mean two fists. Approximately, bring your shoulder blades onto your back. With your inhale, reach your arm up. With your exhale, turn your pinky towards the back of the room and slowly start to reach the arm back, leading with the pinky fingers. Slowly keep reaching back. When you get at the bottom, interlace the right thumb on top of the left thumb. Take a big inhale to broaden the collarbone. And with your exhale, bend the knee and fold. The hand can go away from the lower back or not. Release your hands onto the floor. Take a big inhale to lengthen. And with your exhale, step back, plank pose. Lower down to your chaturanga, which you knee on the floor or not. And with your inhale, find your cobra or your up dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog or child pose. The choice is always yours. Big inhale in through the mouth. Exhale, let go. Now steady your breath, steady your hands, foundation. Step or jump to the top of your mat. With your inhale, lengthen your waist. With your exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up and reach up. Exhale, hands to your side. Reach your arm up. Turn your pinky towards the back of the room. Slowly start reaching back and reaching back. Place the left thumb on top of the right thumb. Interlace your fingers. Bring your shoulder blades onto your back. Big inhale, broaden the collarbone. With the exhale, bend the knee and fold. The hand can go away from the lower back or not. Release your hands onto the floor. Take a big inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Step back, plank pose. Lower down to your chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Remember, downward facing dog can always be replaced by a child pose. It's always your choice. Really good. Deep breath in. Exhale. 2 breaths. 1 more breath. With your next exhale, step or jump to the top of your mat. Take a big inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise up and reach up. Exhale, hands to the side. Good. Place your feet hips wide apart. Bend the knees, sit back, chair pose. Okay. Be heavy onto your heels. Keep reaching your waist long. And if that's okay for you, interlace your hands behind your back. Broaden your collarbone. You can curl your toe towards your shin bone Amplify the heaviness onto the heels. Stay there for one breath. Two breaths. Three breaths. Release your hand and fold. Step the right foot back. Flip it at a 90-degree angle and open up into your warrior two. Good. Now set your foundation, heels to heels. Shin is coming forward. The arms are strong. Don't let the background falling. Keep it shoulder level. Okay. Take a big inhale in which your exhale, let your weight coming into your front heel. Yes. Now stay there. We're gonna flow a little bit. If you'd rather not flowing, you can do any variation you might like. Otherwise, with your inhale, place the forearm onto your thigh, reach the back hand forward. And with your exhale, reverse warrior. Keep the knee at the same place. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reach up and back. Inhale forward. Exhale up and back. Inhale forward. Exhale up and back and stay. Now straight the front leg. Maybe the bottom hand go across your lower back and catch your front hip. And you lean back into it. Bring your arms back like a T shape. Both of your toes pointing at 12 o'clock, straight forward. Hands onto your hips. Big inhale, broaden the collarbone. Exhale, fold. Let your head be heavy. The hands can come onto the floor. And you can walk your hand back if you would like. Deep breath from the belly all the way up to the chest, into the chest down to the belly. Now reorganize your hands under your shoulders. Walk your hands all the way to the top of your mat. Flip your back foot on the balls of the feet. Keep both of your hands inside of your foot. Bring the back knee down. You're gonna be in a lizard pose position, okay? I'm gonna show you the frontal. Yeah, it looks like that. So both hands right under your shoulder inside of your foot. Good. And then you can stay where you are on your hand, or you can walk your front foot a little bit more at 45 degrees. Maybe you lower down to your forearms. If you want a variation a little bit more active, you tuck your back foot and pull the back leg. Choice is yours. Think about every inhale you're long through the waist, and every exhale you're heavy towards the floor. Some of you might want to curl the toe and open the front foot on the edge of the front foot. Wherever you are, reorganize your hands right under your shoulders. Tuck your back toe, press back to a downward facing dog. Take an optional half vinyasa or go into your child pose. You can also stay in your downward facing dog. 5 breaths for yourself. Step or jump to the top of your mat, please. Take a big inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands to your side. Bring your toes touching. Both toes together. Legs strongly engaged towards each other. Hugging the outer boot together. Now bend the knees, sit back, chair pose. Reach your arm high to the sky. Lengthen the waist. Sit a little bit more back. Let your weight shifting into the center of your heels. Bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale to twist towards your right side. Keep your knees together. Keep pressing to the top and send your chest, your heart to the sky. Think about bringing your hips downhill and your chest uphill. Well done. You're going to take a big inhale in, and with your next exhale, twist a little bit more. Use the emptiness created by the exhale to twist a little bit more. And next inhale, stand up, rise up, reach up. Exhale, chair pose. Hands to your heart center. Inhale, lengthen the waist. Exhale, twist towards the left. Right elbow outside of the left leg. Hips are going downhill. Heart is going uphill. Use every exhale to twist a little deeper. Now take a big inhale and use your exhale to empty, to twist a little bit more. And inhale, reach up, rise up. Exhale, fold. Take a big inhale to lengthen. Exhale, let go. Step the left foot back at 90-degree angle and open up into your warrior two. Good. Set the foundation. I'm going to come look at your warrior. Good. Keep the knees slightly more towards the left. Yeah, steering a little bit more to the left. Good. Keep the shin a little bit more forward. Knee right on top of the ankle. Really good. Yeah, that looks good, you on the bed. And then sink a little bit more with your next exhale. Yeah, stay. And now we're gonna flow for a little bit. So with your inhale, you reach your forearms onto your thigh. Reach forward. Exhale, up and back. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, up and back. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, up and back. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, up and back. Now stay straight the front leg. Maybe the bottom hand come around your back and catch your front thigh. And you lean into it. Lean back. Really good. Deep breath to your side. Feel light. Feel rooting from your feet. Really good. And then come back, arm like a T shape. Bring both toes pointing at 12 o'clock. Really good. Hands onto your hips. Big inhale, lengthen. And with your exhale, fold. Walk your hands in front of you like you're doing a giant downward facing dog. Relax your head. You can stay into your giant downward facing dog or bend the right knee and sit back. half malasana-ish on the way there. And go to the left side. And just sway side to side in your own rhythm. Doesn't need to be fancy, doesn't need to be perfect. Just if that feels good, keep moving side to side. Come back to the center, bring your hands right under your shoulders, and start walking your hands to the top of your mat. Inside of your front foot, you flip the back foot at the 90-degree angle, back knee down, and you are into your lizard lunge. Make sure you choose a variation that serves you. You can have the feet a little bit wider, 45 degrees. You can open up the feet, lunge your forearm, tuck the back leg, lift the back leg, yeah, any variation. And just breathe, focus on your breath. Doesn't matter how long you go, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Just think about every exhale makes you more rooted, grounded. There's a little bit more opening into your hips. With every inhale and every exhale, you settle into it. Now reorganize your hands right under your shoulders. Step back to your downward facing dog or child pose. Take an optional half vinyasa or stay to your dog. Now walk your hands to the back of your mat. Bend the knee enough that your belly can fully rest onto your thigh. And with your peace finger and thumb, catch your big toe. Take a big inhale to lengthen. And with your exhale, pull onto your toe and hold. Let go of your toe. Wrap your hand in front of your right shin. So your hands are right in front of the shin and slowly lift up and bring your shin with you. Yeah, so you're hugging. Good. Now, if you need the wall, it's a good time to prop yourself next to a wall. Otherwise, hug in, bring your shoulder blades onto your back. Feel the strength from your left heel. Then release your shin, extend the leg, reach your arm long. Heel is high to sky, and instead of leaning back, lean straight up to the sky. Really good. Steady your gaze. It's really hard to do if you're looking at the camera right now. Lift up, and then place your right foot onto the floor. Open up into your airplane pose. Any variation, arms behind your back, warrior tree, anything you might like. Okay. Now step your left foot onto the floor. Bring your right heels to your butt. Catch the inside of your right heels. Lift your left arm to the sky. and find your dancer pose. You can stay and just keep the heels next to your glutes. It's an amazing quad stretch. Or you keep your heel back in space and reach long. Yes. Steady your gaze. There's nothing to see. And it's funny because when we do dancer, I always tell my student, what would you do if you were alone at home? And today you are alone at home. What would you do? I'm not watching. And release. Mountain pose. Hands to your side. Steady your breath. Steady your foundation. Make your way to the top of your mat if ever you're not there. Take a big inhale, reach your arm up. And with your exhale, fold. Take a big inhale to lengthen. And with your exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Take an optional vinyasa or stay into your dog. Really good. 5 breaths for yourself. To flow, to rest, child pose is always an option. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. With your peace finger, catch your big toe. Take a big inhale to lengthen, and with your exhale, melt into your thigh. You can stay with your peace finger or place the full palm of your hand under your feet, if that feels okay. Relax your head. Release your hand. Wrap your hand around your left shin and slowly make your way up. Knee to chest. Good. Bring your shoulder blades onto your back. Good. Feel your right leg strong. Take a big inhale in, and then reach your arm up, straighten the leg, bring the heel as high as you can. Feel the strength. Breath in. And then step with your left foot, open up into your airplane pose. Really good. Any variation. Feel free to try. Even if you did something different on the other side, feel free to add a little bit of creativity. Or just something new. And then step the right foot down. Bring the left heel to your bum. And with the left hand, catch the inside. Good. Do the opposite leg. If I cue the wrong leg, and then open up. Reach the arm up and reach back and up. And it's okay. You can simply stay here. That's a great place to be. Keep sending your heart up. And maybe your thigh bone a little bit more back in space. And steady yourself. Steady your gaze, steady your breath. Just add a little something different that you did on the other side. Maybe explore a little bit more. Anything. And then let go, mountain pose. Bring your feet wide as your mat at 45-degree angle and lower down into your squat Hamalasana pose. Good. Then I always tell my student, yes, you can place your forearm inside your thigh, but you can be on your thigh as well. You don't need to go too low if that doesn't feel right. Keep sending your heart up and forward, and let your sit bone be heavy towards the floor. And then lower sit bone onto the floor. Place your hands behind you like you're going to the beach. So your torso is at 45 degrees and your feet are in front of you, legs in front of you. Good. Now behind your thigh, lift one heel, lift your heel, and bring your chest to your thigh. Navasana, row pose. Good. Maybe you straighten your leg. Maybe you straighten your arm. Maybe you keep holding your thigh and press your belly as close as possible. Anywhere you want. And breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release, cross your leg, place your hands in front of you, and make your way to a tabletop position. Yes. Lower yourself all the way down onto your belly. Press all of your toenails onto the floor. Forehead is onto the floor, arm by yourself. Take a big inhale in and use your next exhale to lift everything off the floor. Lift the feet, lift the chest, lift the head. Reach the arm up and back. Keep the leg engaged towards each other. And let go. Place your right cheek onto your mat. Let everything be heavy. Reorganize your forehead onto the floor. Take a big inhale in, and with your next exhale, lift everything up. This time, maybe you interlace your arms behind your back and send the palm back in space. Maybe you bring your toes touching at the back and keep lifting your knee off the floor. Deep breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let go. Opposite cheeks onto the mat. Let everything be heavy. Reorganize your forehead onto the floor. Take a big inhale in. And with your next exhale, lift everything up. This time, maybe you bend the knee and catch the ankle and kick your ankle back in space. Bring your shoulder blades onto your back. Yes, bow pose. And try to make your knee heavy towards the floor. Just see how that feels. Keep the thigh engaged towards each other. Three more breaths. 2. And 1. Let go. Hands under your forehead. Rock your hips side to side. Make your way onto your back. Bring your knee right on top of your hips. Heels right in line with your knee. Place your hands on top of your thigh and push down. You keep your head, your shoulders, your mid back to the floor. And you keep pushing equally your hands onto your thigh and your thigh onto your hands. And keep pushing. Feel your mid back, your lower abdominal pressing towards the floor and push. Keep pushing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sole of the feet onto the floor. Place the right ankle on top of the left thigh for a figure 4 position. If that feels okay for you, interlace your hands behind your left thigh and relax your shoulders towards the floor. Now close the gap between your right thigh and your left thigh by sliding the right shin on top of the thigh. So yeah, you're just cross-legged like on the chair. Shift your hips to your right side and let your knee come to the left side. Open your arms wide across the body. The left hand can come onto the thighs if that was okay. And gaze to the opposite direction of your knee. Come back to the center. Uncross your leg. And then place the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Interlace your hands behind your right thigh. Shoulders heavy. And then close the gap between your left thigh and your right thigh. Shift your hips 2 inches to the left, drop the knee to the right. Let your arm coming wide across your body. Right hand can go on top of the thigh, and you can gaze to the left side. And then come back to the center. Hug the knee in, rock side to side onto your sacrum. Maybe you catch the inside of your heels or ankle for a happy baby. Let the knee be heavy. Maybe stretch one leg at a time. And then whenever you're ready, extend your arm, extend your leg, and find your Shavasana. Always feel free to turn off the meeting if you rather stay longer. And then relax your body. Let your heels be heavy, your legs, your hips, your back, shoulders, hands. And slowly invite some deeper breath. Invite some small movement. Maybe you have your arms reaching overhead, extending the leg. And then in your own time and in your own way, transition into a seated position. Take a big inhale in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Big inhale from the belly all the way up to the chest. And let go. Bring your hands to your heart center. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste. Thank you, guys. Bye, bye, bye.
Thank you.
Have a great night. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.